What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Drama 5 coming at y'all with a new sneaker pickup. I actually got this shoe yesterday. It wasn't pretty much my intentions to get this shoe yesterday. It was on my list to get, but I wasn't pretty much rushing to get it. The reason why I pretty much got this shoe because I was trying to get the Lebron Chinas, but unfortunately I fell short. I went to PG Plaza in DC. And I got there about 5 o'clock in the morning. When I got there, it was about 50, 60 people there. Talked to a few people. They pretty much was, some people was camping out for the nurse, but the nurse was a raffle. And I don't know why you would camp out for a raffle. That's crazy. But they did that raffle for the nurse at 7:30. And it was so many people that it wasn't funny. It was really unorganized. This was pretty much my first time going through something like this, and probably my last. Yeah, like I said, it was just commotion. It was crazy, a lot of pushing. Imagine pretty much being, hundreds and hundreds of people. You stuck in the middle of a tug of war of people pushing you back and forth and stuff like that. When I eventually finally got to the front of the door, they only had 2 15s left. But pretty much to make a long story short, I just feel as though, when people start hyping up a shoe, it's just a little crazy to me because, at first nobody was really feeling the LeBron 9s, and, as soon as you put a limited price tag on something, everybody goes crazy. But, I think they probably had about 24 nerves, and they did a raffle. Actually, this lady, she looked like she was like 70 years old. People was bringing their grandmothers out, which I don't knock. A raffle's a raffle. But as far as the Chinas, man, it was, like I said, it was horrific. It was crazy. I don't know how the other states do it or whatever, but I probably would never go back there as far as to try to get something as limited as that. Especially since, a shoe that has the hype around it, I would say. But, like I said, a lot of people fell short, but when I went in the House of Hoops, I stuck around or whatever, I looked on the wall, and I seen that they had these. So, when I looked at it, I had to get it. I didn't want to go back home empty-handed because the House of Hoops is almost an hour away from where I live. But let's get into this pickup. You have LeBron 9, Miami Hurricanes, colors white, what is that, orange, green, and orange, I would say. Overall, I think this is a really, really nice shoe. I don't want to be a hype beast or anything, but I just feel as though that this colorway is just as good as the Chinas, it's just as good as the Miami Nights, and so on. The cans. If you don't have this shoe is nice, man. The color-wise, overall detail, I think it's really nice on this shoe. I'm not saying this because I didn't get the Chinas, because if I want the Chinas, I can get them. It's, I have a few people that pretty much trying to look out for me, but I kind of passed on the Chinas because the hype was it's too much hype on it for me, and I just don't want to buy the shoe just for the hype. I do like the shoe, that's why I was trying to get it, but it's just too overhyped for me now, so that's why I'd rather just get something like this or whatever that doesn't really have a lot of hype on it, but overall I think this shoe right here is really, really nice. You have the leather that goes on the toe box, sort of around or whatever. I'm not really going to go too much into detail because most of the 9s are pretty much the same. You have the green tips with the signature on it. To me, the shoe pops because of the orange laces. The orange laces on it. But like I said, overall, man, this was a shoe that was pretty much on my list that I got. But like I said, back towards Saturday, PG, I just feel as though they need to, have a little bit more, handle, on, releases or whatever. I mean, the police was this close to spraying pepper spray. They had the dogs out there, you know, and I said to myself, I wanted to experience that, you know, at least one time, you know, because I hear a lot of stories from other people, you know, saying that, you know, what they went through in that or whatever. I wish I could have recorded it, but it was so many people. I was so bunched up, I couldn't even get to my hands. That's how bunched up I was. Hundreds and hundreds of people. I don't even know how many Chinese they had. I think they probably had maybe 50 pairs. I'm guessing, if that. You know, but you know, like I said, you know, congratulations to everybody who got their Chinas, and you know, shout out to everybody who won a raffle at the Nerfs. And I recently found out from my boy around 10 that Columbia had a couple pairs of the Nerfs. So I ran out there, and you know, it was sold out. You know, I wasn't anticipating nobody else getting the Nerfs but House of Hoops. But overall, you know, it is what it is. You know, we can't get them all. You know, but I'm glad that I was able to pick these up because this is a nice shoe, man. You know, hurricane colors. You can't go wrong with that. But before I go, let me give a shout out. Somebody wanted me to give them a shout out. Shout out to where they at? Shout out to 401 Kicks. They just pretty much got a new, you know, starting a new YouTube thing. You know, if you can go check their channel, 401 Kicks. You know, they, you know, up and coming, you know, little young dudes or whatever. But overall, man, like I said, I was, you know, happy to get these or whatever because they are. I think these are sold out online, like East Bay and I think Champs. So you know, I could have got these a couple weeks ago, but I pretty much passed on them. But I'm glad I do got these now. You know, big shout out to the family, shout out to everybody. Nike Dude 30, Logan J, my boy James Melton 34, Naeem. You know, my brother Mr. Premium Sneaker. Shout out to everybody.